Hi, I'm Strawberry, but you can call me Eliza. Welcome to my first ever prediction video. I'm so flattered that out of all the people on the internet, you chose to listen to my take on the rest of the 2026 roadmap. Keep in mind that this video was created on March 18th, 2026. As of recording this, we have seen pretty much nothing about the Pocahontas update. That means that as of recording this, I have no idea if the video regarding the update has come out yet. As of right now, we think the update is coming out on the 8th of April. That typically means that we'll get a developer update the week before, which is the same week that this video is coming out. Let me know in the comments if the video has come out. I'll probably have something in my community tab about it if that video comes out before this video. With all that out of the way, I'll be doing a second video in November for the 2027 predictions, and that's just going to be a whole video for the entire year. I also stream Reset Time every other Wednesday. If you're interested in any of that, please subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any new content. Now, on to some predictions. So, the next big update after Pocahontas is Hercules, and after Hercules, it will be the Halloween update. That typically includes the Star Path, special event, and of course, new characters. Last year, we got Cogsworth and Lumiere, which was extremely interesting for the Halloween update. Truly, nobody saw that coming. This year, I think that we could finally end up getting Ralph. The reason why I think this is because the game is almost 4 years old. I'm one of the people who's been playing since the beginning, and if you're new to the community, first of all, welcome. And second of all, it's important that you know Ralph is the last character from the launch trailer who still isn't in the game. He has a Scramble Coin statue from Eternity Isle, which means that a model does actually exist for Ralph, because you can put the statues out around your valley. Now, why do I think Ralph could be introduced for Halloween? Well, there's one singular answer in the form of a house that you can't decorate for. Yeah, y'all know what I'm talking about here. Any person who plays this game knows how hard it is to decorate the area around Vanellope's house. With the most recent DLC, it still hasn't gotten any easier. There were a few things, but not much. There's not a lot of big outdoor candy items or Wreck-It Ralph thing items for outdoor decoration. It's all mostly inside. Now, think about what Halloween is known for. It's a holiday centered around dressing up and going to collect candy. I know that's not the original premise of the holiday, it's just what it has evolved into over the centuries. This would be a great opportunity to have a candy-themed Star Path. In Halloween's past, they've done villains, Night Before Christmas, and witches. This would be the best way to introduce new candy-themed items to the game. We'd finally be able to decorate around the house that cannot be decorated. Not only that, but we'd finally have every character who appeared in the original trailer for the game. It would be a win for everybody. Now for the next update after the Halloween update would be the DLC. This is the big November update before the Christmas update, and then we're pretty much done for the year. Then we get teasers about the next year for Valley. It's a whole thing. Now, I think it's pretty obvious at this point we're getting Winnie the Pooh. It was part of the teaser at the end of Wish Blossom Ranch. There's no denying it. The big question, though, is who else is coming with him? What is this DLC going to be about? And what new mechanic are they going to introduce? The Isle gave us time bending, the Vale gave us snippets, and the Ranch gave us horses. The only one that I don't really use anymore is snippets. There isn't really much of a use for them after you've completed all the puzzles in the Vale. Whereas with time bending and horses, I still use my horse to help around the valley with stuff like gardening, and there are some decor items that require using the hourglass. Given the DLC survey from a few months ago, I think that whatever this mechanic is will have future use within the valley. Do I have any idea what it could be at this point in time? No. Now on to the next thing. When Storybook Vale came out, one of the things that clicked immediately in my brain was that Alice in Wonderland was coming. You don't put a teapot area in a game without the intent of adding the most well-known Disney movie involving a character whose whole thing is a tea party. That being said, it appears that they have gotten very much into making biomes that match certain characters. This has happened several times now, and let's face it, they're going to keep doing it. So here's what I think we're going to see. We're most likely going to get 4 or 5 characters in the next DLC. The first 2 had 5, the Ranch had 4. Now there's usually a character who ties into base game characters, a character who's the first from their movie, and a character who ties into another DLC. Now this lineup that I think we could get would be Winnie the Pooh as our introduction character, Captain Hook as a silly villain, Raya as our princess character, Rafiki as a base game tie-in character, and our main villain being Yzma. I think that this could be another animal-based DLC with emphasis on companions. All of these characters have sort of conservation and animal base tied into them. Pooh being a bear and living in the woods, Hook living on water with a fear of crocodiles, Raya having a connection with dragons, Rafiki who teaches Simba about the circle of life, and Yzma who quite literally turns people and herself into animals. Not only that, but they all have some sort of leadership aspect to them as well, meaning that they all sort of tie in together. The areas would probably consist of a jungle with temple structures for Yzma, a water-like lagoon area for Raya and Hook, a nice sort of open area like the bind or meadow for Rafiki and Pooh. I'm not going to touch any more in the DLC because I don't want to make this video too long, but that's my big DLC prediction. Now, for the last big update of 2026, the Christmas update is usually themed to the princesses or fairies. This has been the case for the last couple of them, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. This is one that they have a very strange opportunity to do. Now, usually the max amount of characters we get in a big season update is 2, but what if we up it up to 3? I think that this year for Christmas, we could be getting the 3 fairies. Why do I think this? Well, Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather have been teased in Storybook Vale in the form of windows that can talk to you and Aurora's journal entries. We know that they left the Vale during their forgetting, or whatever the Vale equivalent is of that, and we don't actually know where they are or what happened to them. The important thing to note here, though, is they were there at some point, meaning that they could return to the valley. I'd honestly be okay with getting them one at a time or over several updates, but getting them all at once would be pretty cool. The Star Path would probably be another winter-themed Star Path, maybe some more princess stuff, or possibly Wish Fairy-themed, you know, like Fairy Godmother, 3 fairies, and of course Blue Fairy. You can't forget Blue Fairy, she's my favorite. Honestly, I think that'd be a really nice change from the couple of Star Paths that we've had in the past for the Christmas update. It's always just been the same thing, rinse and repeat, so it would be a nice little refresher. Well, anyway, that's my prediction for the rest of the year, and I'll see you all again in November for 2027 predictions. Make sure to like and subscribe if you liked the video and you want to see more of this. That's pretty much my spiel. If you want to hype it, I don't know what the hype's gonna do, but that would help, I think. Anyway, bye y'all.